My name is Naledzi, and today I am going to be reading A Kite's Flight. A Kite's Flight. One summer morning, when the sun was beginning to spread its warmth across the clear blue African sky, Andile asked his papa, "Are you busy now?" Said his papa. "Why do you ask?" "Because you promised you would help me build a kite," said Andile hopefully. "Yes, great idea," said Papa, putting aside the newspaper he was reading. "What do we need to make the kite, Papa?" said Andile. "Let me see. We need paper, 2 sticks, glue, and tape," said Papa. We can use your newspaper and some of Mama's string," suggested Andile. "We've got bamboo sticks in the garden. The driest ones will fly the best," said his papa. After eagerly cutting and pasting and taping, the kite was ready to fly. Yeah. Bamboo sticks, glue, string, tape, newspaper. They ran off to the beach to fly their new kite. It was the perfect day. The wind was neither too strong nor too weak, just the kind that would give a kite a lift. "Will our kite fly, Papa?" asked Andile. We won't know until we give it a try," said his papa. Papa held the kite in one hand and the string in the other. As he ran, he rolled the string out and released the kite into the air. Before long, it was soaring above the beach. Papa handed the flying kite to Andile, who held it steadily. It wasn't long before the kite flew above the tallest buildings lining the beach. Light breeze lifted the kite over the Atlantic Ocean. Passerbys looked admiringly at the kite. One or two asked to hold it for a little while, and beaming Andile allowed them to. "Should we let the kite go higher, Papa? Higher than the clouds?" asked Andile. "If it goes too high, we won't be able to see it. And we also don't have enough string," said his papa. Suddenly, a burst of wind tugged at the kite and the string broke. Friendly hands on the beach tried to grab the string and rescue Andile's kite, but the wind lifted it higher and higher and rose above the cable car and disappeared beyond the Table Mountain. The kite flew away from Andile and his papa. It flew northwards over the big hole in Kimberley, the biggest hole dug by human hands in search of diamonds. It flew across the Orange River and flew across the red sands of the Namib Desert of Namibia. The Namib sand dunes are the tallest in the world. Lizards and geckos dive under the sand to escape danger and keep cool. The flight flew across the Kalahari, the desert the Botswana people think of as thirsty or waterless place. The wind swept the kite over the great Zambezi River, which snakes its way across Zambia and Zimbabwe. The kite narrowly escaped being soaked by the spray of the smoke that thunders, or Mosi Oatunya. This is the name that Zimbabweans use for Victoria Falls, the largest waterfall in Africa. The wind blew the kite over the ice caps of Kilimanjaro, the tallest mountain in Africa, then soared across the vast plains and wild animals of the Serengeti in Tanzania. The kite flew over the hunters and the hunted. It moved north over half of over Africa's largest freshwater lake, Lake Victoria in Uganda. A huge flock of migrating birds flew by the kite as it crossed the equator that dives the southern and northern parts of the world. The kite blew and the wind blew Andile's kite westwards across the treetops of the forest in the Congo basin, home to tribes and pygmies, as well as the wild mountain gorilla and the okapi. Then it crossed the enormous Sahara Desert in the kite flew over the forests and wetlands of southern Sudan, where many birds had spread their winters. Then it crossed the enormous Sahara Desert in Sudan. A dust storm pushed it faster and further along the mighty Nile River and finally into Egypt. The kite string got caught in a groove of one of the Egyptians. The kite's string got caught in a groove of one of Egypt's ancient pyramids. For days and nights, the kite flew from the top of the pyramid. The kite flew from the top of the pyramid and was watched by the camels. A strong desert wind shook it loose and carried it away. Suddenly the wind stopped and the clouds cleared. The kite fell on the beach sand of the Mediterranean Sea on the northern tip of Africa. The kite was raged and tattered. It looked very different to the one that Andile and his papa made. A little boy named Ahmad was walking by with his papa on the beach when they saw a kite lying half buried in the sand. The boy carefully picked up the kite. He wondered where it had come from, who had made it, and how far it traveled. Ahmad asked his papa, "Can we fix it?" We could," replied his papa. "Yes, let's do it," shouted Ahmad. And so Ahmad and his papa together fixed the kite. Soon it was ready to fly again. The